They don't have revives.
Okay.
I can't buy any. Where's the
Oh, no.
revives? Well, Hawk is back. It's just I want it for future fights, though.
But yeah, I brought it up because there's a new RoboCop game out that I wanted to play, and it made me rewatch the movie again. It's still really good, and I think you would like it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, but I've been really meaning to watch that.
And to think we wouldn't have RoboCop if it wasn't for a tokusatsu show that's now in the same universe as Super Sentai. What was it called? Space Sheriff Gavin. That's what it was, or Gavon, whatever the fuck. And then it went full circle when they made a Toku series that was inspired by RoboCop. Okay. Why are we playing the goofy music? Oh yeah, I remember now.
She got them Target gloves on.
That's a little the sweat drop. 30 minutes later.
You're just standing there holding your hands up for 30 minutes. Oh,
One
okay,
hour
never mind.
later.
Okay, that's the joke. Never mind then.
Several hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
100 years later.
What?
Clearly not.
2,000 years later.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Hey,
So
why
much-
do I want to know? Okay, here we go.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
This might be our best session yet.
I'm glad it's going well.
Well, I'm surprised how much involved you were. Like, you actually got really into it, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Okay, Buster needs to rest, so I'm going to replace him with another virus.
Hawk. Put Hawk back in. He's
Hold on
ready.
a second. Hold on a goddamn minute. Okay. Well, he's at level 1 because I do... No, 400 health. He'll be fine. Look at that. We got the Trinity there. Red, blue, green.
All winged.
Even though the green one's running.
Why?
I think it's a reference to his evolved form is more of a Drake, and it's more grounded, I guess. The blue one, that's my buddy.
Those things remind me of little puffball bunnies from G5.
So yeah, it does. So the angel, that's like his baby form. Like, you might remember like Misty having it like in there.
I'm actually happy that, at least as far as I know, because again I haven't seen Chapter 5 yet, but at least Make Your Mark doesn't subject us to the horror of actually hearing the animals talk.
Did they do that in...
Tell Your Tale, yes they do. They had the raccoonicorns and whatever the fuck else they call the other animals. They had them actually talking.
Mine's people blew up that Ash could understand like Pikachu in that reboot movie. Well, like, because like Pikachu's song. Okay, here we go. Copy and paste.
I actually still need to check out Detective Pikachu. I haven't yet.
It's a pretty good movie.
Same here.
It's good. It's good, but like for I don't want to spoil it too much, but
I mean,
the bad guys plan.
I know who Detective Pikachu is. That was already spoiled for me.
That's not it.
Yeah.
Like, he's going somewhere else with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The bad guys' plan was really, really dumb, and not that only worked because the plot demanded it. Kind of dumb. I mean, like, really, that's what you were trying to accomplish? Kind of dumb.
It
Okay.
makes sense. I mean, he's a villain. Like, it makes sense to me. Like, he's
Well,
trying to
I
be...
know, but I know, but I was expecting like there to be like more logic to what he was trying to accomplish,
There's
and I really
not
don't
always
see the logic.
There's not always logic in the mind of a madman, though. Like, for him, it makes sense. Like,
Yeah, and that's clearly what the movie was going for, but I don't know. I was kind of expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I definitely wasn't expecting that.
That seems pretty grand to me, though.
I don't know. From the
It is certainly grand. It's just weird.
from the clips I've seen, at least the animation on the Pokemon looked good.
Oh, I remember what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I was surprised how well they. Apparently, they took 2 whole years just studying real animals and shit for like the models, like alone.
And that makes sense. It definitely shows. Like there's like the Apom look really good. The Pangoros and the
Bulbasaurs are like the best in my opinion. Like, I love those things. Apparently, like for them, like they study like bulldogs or something. You would think that a Pokemon that has like cartoon eyes wouldn't look good, but they do. I was surprised. Did you catch how Psyduck does have irises? They're just white too.
I don't think I ever picked up on that actually.
So if you look at it again, look carefully, you see he does have like irises. They're just white. They're just white.
Okay, that actually makes Psyduck like conceptually so much funnier because like his whole thing is that he is stressed out beyond belief.
I think you look too much into that design choice.
That's a vibe.
I think they're just going for a realistic design while also keeping the original like 90s and I forgot the artist's name, but his style. Oh, this music. That dreary music. Oh, another corruption. But yeah, anyway. It's funny, they resolved a plot line that the game never finished on. So I find that kind of funny.
Wait, what point of resolution was that? Was this specifically in the Detective Pikachu game or just in the games in general?
The movie has the same story as the game, but obviously different too, because adaptation. Well, like it's the thing concerning the guy's dad. Like I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Because of what happened, like because the game never found, like they never resolved that. So. God, these fucking normie like reaction people who reacted to the trailer, they didn't know what Detective Pikachu was like as an origin thing. And they're like, "Where's Ash? Where's Misty?" I'm like, "There's fucking other shit." And Detective Pikachu really was the best thing they could have adapted for it. If you want a movie, like,
I get. From what I understand, like Detective Pikachu, the actual game wasn't super popular. I mean, it wasn't hated as far as I know, but it wasn't like it wasn't something that people were crazy about.
Well,
it wasn't mainstream,
right?
Yeah. Well, I said it's the best one because the game itself is a story-driven like game, so like a very heavy one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And the mainline games have always been like pretty light when it comes to the overall story.
Well, they were until like Gen 5. Ooh,
oh yeah, Gen 5 would probably be a really interesting adaptation to make.
Too bad the anime fucked it up.
They did. God damn it.
Well, like for like Team Plasma was not fleshed out or had that schism thing. N was in it, but he didn't have any Pokemon. He just bitched the whole time. Team Rocket pretty much took Plasma's spotlight as the main villains. Like, I liked it that Jesse and James were back to being serious again, like they were in the beginning of season 1. Like, they weren't
that serious in season 1.
Yes, they were. They were nowhere near as goofy as they are now. Yes, they were. I looked back at it. Like,
I remember watching the first season. They've always been. I mean, they were a relatively.
If you look at them now compared to season 1, they're really different.
I mean, they were definitely a threat, but they've always been like very, very goofy and hard and difficult to take seriously for more than a few minutes.
Not very goofy. They had goofy moments. That's not the same. Hell, like their debut, like this Meowth was like portrayed it. Okay, not Meowth. Like James, like had like the anime guy that had like the rose. Like he's like, oh look at me. But like that now they're very goofy, comic relief. Like nowadays, like G5, like. G5. What is G5 technically? Anyway, Generation 5 did like they brought that edge back and then some. Like they beat the heroes sometimes. They stole shit. The heroes couldn't do anything. They worked with other members of the organization, like this mad scientist. They did like some fucking truck heist or some shit. Like it was really cool. It's just they took Team Plasma's spotlight to do so. Team Plasma did shit at the last minute.
Yeah, I feel like the generation to make Team Rocket more of a threat would theoretically be one of the later generations, like with Team Flare or Team Skull, because
No,
like
that's Team Flare's story.
but Team Flare kind of sucked anyway.
No, they didn't. What the fuck are you
Yes, they
talking about?
did.
What do you mean? Like, the villain was great. Like, he was just mad. He was about to do genocide. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's a generic overpopulation type villain. It's
For
boring.
what? Like, that's still potent. Like, that's horrifying.
Isn't that basically just Thanos?
And it feeds into the whole, the goofier these villains look, for some reason, the darker they are. It's very weird to me they do that. Which surprises me that Team Skull wasn't, like, a main threat. They kind of broke that mold. Where am I going? Just because it's been done before doesn't mean it's fucking generic, therefore bad. I find that retarded, honestly. To be brutally honest. Hawk is fine, okay?
No, it's not that.
What?
Remember yesterday I told you Spirit messaged me and said he caught you using the N-word?
And?
he messaged me again. He said poke. I replied, no, don't poke the lefty. LOL. Then he replied, okay. But Fable said you loved it when you get poked.
What? No, I didn't. I don't know what he means.
He's lying about
Weird.
you then.
What the fuck is he doing? Well, I mean, he's probably not alive that he called me being racist, but... The villain's name from Team Flare, Lysander?
Oh, yeah, it was Lysander. That's right.
I know in the anime he did some completely different, which on one hand it's a shame, but on the other, the plot he did have, I never finished it, but it's like way different. It revolves around that one legendary Zygarde or something. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it's like one of those things that's different, which is fine. I'd rather them keep the game story, but whatever. At least Team Flare didn't get cucked like Plasma did, though. Now, the Team Skull thing, like, you remember, Team Skull weren't the main villains. The Foundation, or whatever they were. Team Skull was just there. What was the Foundation called again?
I think it was just the Aether Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Or Aether Foundation. It was spelled AETHER.
Oh, okay.
Which is how I scoped the server.
Oh.
I heard the Aether shit was kind of glossed over in the anime, but I can't confirm.
Oh, that's kind of annoying because Lucamine was a really interesting villain.
Like, I've heard they did do the story. It's just not as. I have to watch it, but like, I don't think they really went too much in depth with like Lucamine. Victor too. Like, I found her intriguing for a villain. Hell, her being a mom too. Like, Gladion, and Lily. It makes sense that Lily would be like Ash's companion, dude. The Sun and Moon anime, like, I think he had like 5 companions traveling with him. Do I
got a text message?
Probably from one of the Digimon.
Another math.
Oh, gee,
math
look,
equation.
Look, there's an eater. I wonder what's gonna happen. Let's see. I'm not interested in these quiz things though. Oh, it's Arta. He's thanking me for stopping that girl. Don't thank me. The bitch is in a coma. Well, stop more. Let's save this really quick. Okay, Hawk looks like he's good to go.
You better hope so.
That'd be funny the third time. Don't paralyze him. I never played, So, Trigger, did you play Sword and Shield?
I did not, no.
Okay, I was just wondering what you thought of that. Like, because people shat on it and they shat on the villains. I was just wondering what your intake was. I have not played Scarlet and Violet. I kind of lost interest in Pokemon thanks to Jordan.
Yeah, From what I hear, the villains in Sword and Shield were very crap because, like they did something similar with Generation 7 with Sun and Moon because like in Sun and Moon, like Team Skull were more of a joke while the actual villains were a corporation, and apparently they did something similar where like the big
Ooh, here we go.
criminal team were basically just a group of obnoxious fans for like one of the side characters, and the which is a little disappointing, but it's fine. But from what I understand, like the villain's like whole shtick was, okay, I'm gonna solve an energy crisis that may or may not be an issue in the next 1,000 years by summoning Cthulhu.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like I'm kind of indifferent to it. It was kind of weird, because he's the guy who hosted I think he's the guy who's like in charge of the Pokemon League and Sword and Shield. Maybe I don't remember. Rose, that's his name. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You kind of nailed it. It's just a nut job.
I mean, it's kind of like trying to hammer in a nail by dropping a bomb on it.
I mean, yeah, you probably will, but what a wasteful way to do it. Like,
I think
over
there's
the
more
top.
to it. I think there's more to it than that of why he did it, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to say it with any degree of authority because, as I say, I haven't actually played it.
Well, it's been years since I played it too, so that doesn't help. I can't really help there either. Oh, okay, here we go. But yeah. Ooh, I get to develop a new farm. So I guess we're just at random cases time.
Yeah, that mod hasn't updated. Fuck.
Red fists and hot sweat.
Hot guy? I guess let's do this one.
I said hot sweat. It says hot sweat.
It says hot guy, like the client.
It says. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh,
What are you
Will
looking
Build
at?
guy.
What are you
I
looking
think
at?
I was.
Hot
think-
sugar, huh? What degeneracy are you looking at?
What are you talking about? I said hot sweat. It said hot sweat on the case on the case name. Like red.
Oh, the case name. Okay, I never look at the titles. I just look at the clients and the rewards and the location.
Oh, it's silly.
Hot guy. Triggers Google history. Hot sweat.
Oh, jeez.
I'm kidding.
You have no idea what my internet search history looks like.
And I don't care.
I'm scared.
Do you remember a long time ago we were like on Amazon? I was like looking at random shit, and there was like these weird erotica novels saying like I had sex with a dinosaur and he taught me fucking Pythagorean theorem. Do you guys remember that shit?
Vaguely.
Pythagoras theorem.
I feel like I would have remembered that. That's
I
awfully
don't
random.
I don't think you were there, Trigger, but it was some weird shit. I don't want to do it again because my history had that for like a week. But like that's what I was leading with the like fucking like Amazon's like giving me this shit like to recommend me, and like all the comments of the like the reviews and stuff, they're like praising the story, like the absurd shit.
Oh,
It was like weird
Oh,
titles. I'm getting hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna have for din.
Tacos.
It's too late to order.
Well, you need
Oh, not for him and not
deep
for me.
in your Mexican roots and make them.
I don't have the shit for it.
Farm it.
jeez.
Farm it?